Hi, welcome to today's video. Really good to see you. We are now into December. That means holiday parties, Christmas parties are coming up, and it's time to figure out how to pull it all together, how to look like a glam puss without overdoing it, without having too much sparkle, too much of this. I always err on the side of class, which is why, as you can see, I have old Hollywood as my inspiration. Always, because it always works. And so I have spoken about this book before on my channel, especially as I started. Kevin Aucoin, the master, right? The master. This book, Making Faces, has been such a guide for me all through the years to create different looks. And so I am pulling on his Marilyn-inspired look. This is not Marilyn Monroe. This is Lisa Marie Presley, who he made to look like Marilyn Monroe. But this timeless classic look of a red lip, glowing skin, subtle eyeshadow, but strong lashes is just such a glamorous, universally beautiful look. And so that's why I want to hone in on this today. If you have a party coming up, this is something that's very surprisingly easy to create, won't take a lot of time. And it's just a matter of finding the right red lipstick for you. And so I've always encouraged time in the store to play around with different reds. You may lean toward more of a brick red that has a little more brown in it. You may need more of a bright, true red, depending on your skin tone and your hair color. But play around. Sometimes I even layer reds, which I'm going to do in this particular video. But I'm really excited to do a demonstration of this look for you. Let's bring it back, rewind to the days of old when glamour ruled in Hollywood, and it was just such a beautiful time, and it's a wonderful look to be able to recreate. So let's push in and I'll get started on the process. Okay, now that we're tight and intimate, I'm going to start off with a primer using Smashbox Photo Finish to coat the face, make the application of the foundation go on very smoothly and easily, but it also allows the foundation to sit well as your makeup wears throughout the evening. Prevents it from sliding, prevents pores from showing, makes just a very, very nice silky foundation before the foundation. I love this primer. I use it a lot at work because TV makeup is very heavy, and I definitely want to prevent the makeup from being down here by the end of the broadcast. And so, ironically, for this video, I am using Kevin Aucoin, the Sensual Skin Enhancer Foundation. It is yay big. I know you're thinking, well, that's going to last a week, but it doesn't. It's so concentrated, and it's a beautiful, flawless finish. So it's perfect for this look in honor of Kevin and the amazing products that were created. So you take just a little dab. I put it on a foundation brush, and will then blend away. I cover the lip, and I will set that with powder because I feel that that's a great way to get your lipstick to stay put as well. This foundation, like I said, a little goes a long way, spreads very, very easily, and has an impeccable full coverage finish. Pull it down. Make sure you've got coverage on your neck so that your face and your neck match your chest. And I have to say, after having the IPL and the spots are practically gone after 2 treatments, something interesting has really happened. You always match your face to your chest, so it's one plane. Well, my chest had so much brown and redness on it because of the hyperpigmentation that once I got rid of all those spots, I'm now going to a lighter foundation on my face because my chest is so much lighter, which is really surprising. You know, I wasn't expecting that, but it's definitely changed how I shop for foundation color now, and I've had to lighten it quite a bit. Okay, so once everything is blended, the next thing we will move on to is eyelid primer. and I'm using one by Tarte. And again, every product, I always list which product is used and where it's used. So when you expand the description box below, you'll have all the information that you need. So I just put it on directly on my eyelid, and then I use a blending brush. Now, part of this look, a big part of this look is eyebrows, which we're going to focus on next. And a really nice, defined, sharp eyebrow. A little bit darker, stronger, bolder. Okay, so I'm using this palette by Colorescience. And what's so nice about this is the variety of colors that you see here. And so you've got different eyebrow colors that you can blend together, and even a little underbrow highlight color. So I really enjoy this. I know this may seem shocking, but I'm going to start with the darkest, and then I'm going to mix in a little bit of this reddish brown to get just the right shade for me. Now, when doing brows, I start on the underside of the brow to first define, and I follow this line that I have, thanks to Connie, a little microblading or a lot, and I just build from the base. And again, it's a nice strong brow, so you're really going to see this get defined. And now I take a little bit of that lighter color, that reddish brown, and I'm going to whisk upward, creating hair-like strokes. It's as if I'm microblading on myself. So I'm creating strokes because I want it to look like hair and not like I've created a box that I've just shaded in. So your brow is thicker toward the middle, and then it thins out toward the end. Same on the other side. But since I'm not going to be doing a lot of really heavy eyeshadow, and I already have the lashes because of the lash extension, you'll focus a lot of your effort on brow and lashes for this particular look. Okay, and then you check for symmetry. And sometimes if I just need to smooth things, I'll use my finger. Or you can use a brush just to get rid of any harshness. But there we go, that looks pretty even. Okay, now for eyeshadow. Sephora Pro Pigment Palette in Warm, and ta-da! That's just so beautiful. Every color under the sun, literally. So again, colors will be listed. But to recreate, and let me just pull this out. So what I want to show you is that this eye look is a very, very light, neutral eye look. So light colors on the lid, just a tiny, tiny bit of recess in the crease of the eye, but not much. It's really, as you can see, a lot of lashes and eyeliner. We're going to start with a wide brush and a light shade. There's a tiny, tiny bit of shimmer on the lid, so I'm going to use this lightest color right here. And I'm going to focus that on my eyelid. There you go. And I just tap that into place on my lid and on my inner corner. And it's just going to cast a nice little bit of shimmer there. And so when the light hits your eye, it's really going to show this pretty, pretty color on the lid of your eye. I'm hoping you can see that. Okay, so now the crease is a very subtle color. For that, I am just going to go literally to the shade below. Very light, very nude, very neutral, just to create a little bit of depth in the crease. And this is important also if you have hooded eyelids. You need to have some kind of carving in there to cut that crease. So a very soft round brush. And this is just now working in the crease area. Again, a very light and subtle carving. You can use a light brown here, a light taupe, just anything that's not too dark and too deep, and that will complement the light color on your eyelid. And just keep whisking and blending until it looks right. But as you can see, it added a little bit of depth, but it really didn't add a huge eyeshadow look to the eye. My same light color, I'm now going to run just right underneath my eyebrow to have just a little bit of that sparkle right here in this upper corner. And that's it. This is a very, very basic eye look. Next up is eyeliner. I'm using a liquid liner by It Superhero. And we will hug tightly to the upper lash line and slightly wing it out just a little bit. Marilyn had a very strong line and a very subtle wing. Take your time with this part. Sometimes I start on the outside and I work my way in. You can always build. It's the taking away that's a little tricky. Okay, so that one is done. And sometimes you have to hold the lashes down so that you don't get your liquid liner on the tips and then they mess up your eyeshadow area. Whatever you have to do. This is all a top focus. There will be nothing applied to the lower lashes. If you need to, just come in on the inner corner. And again, check for symmetry. And that is done. Okay, time to conceal whatever exhaustion you have showing below. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. A little dab will do ya. This stuff is quite opaque and spreads easily. And I tap. Now, for those of you who need to do mascara and even a false eyelash, which I would encourage if you know how to do that and feel comfortable putting on a falsie on top, go for it. Or you can just build quite a few layers of lashes with your favorite lash building mascara. Thrive Cosmetics makes a great mascara that I featured before. Okay, but what I will do is use a little spoolie to brush mine out. Make sure everything's even. So go ahead and use your time to apply your mascara at the moment. Okay, so now it's time to set everything with powder. A nice matte finish is key here. So I will be setting with Laura Mercier's Ultra Loose Setting Powder in Translucent, as always. I don't know, I've tried others, but I keep coming back. It's just too good. Just too good. So I apply it on a little puff, take it and press it in. And it will go everywhere. I can use this to set my concealer. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget your lips. Set your foundation there. Okay. So we will do a little bit of contouring and highlighting, since that was a big part of old Hollywood. Also a big part of the sculpted face was the lighting. They were brilliant in how they would light women with one big key light up to the top. And so that bright light from above the head casting down creates all these wonderful angular shadows in the face. So you have to spend time now recreating that. And to do so, I will use Smashbox Contour and Highlight. These are all matte colors. And for the cheekbone area, we will start with this darker color on the outside. It's not too dark, so it's not going to look like a tiger stripe, but it's dark enough to create a nice hollow in the cheek, using a flat, firm brush to do so. Suck in if you need. If you can't find them, You see how that instantly creates depth and dimension on the face. Really important for nighttime. Adds a little bit of drama and intrigue. Okay, contour wherever else you would like or need. If you want to do your nose, you can do the tip of the nose. You can slim the sides of the nose. I've done a whole video on contouring and highlighting to show you all the different ways. Definitely do the jawline. Creates a nice sharp jaw. Make sure you blend well. You go right underneath, right along it and underneath. If your jaw is wide, hitting right on top of it will slim a wide face. And then just carry it down. Okay, the next color in the middle is a little bit more of a tan color. You can use something like that just on top and just above your contour. Okay, so for my blush, I am using, no surprise here, MAC Melba, just a lovely neutral light peach color. I don't want this to compete. Again, remember, we're going for a really bold red lip here, so everything else just needs to look finished, but not compete with any color that's going on the lip. So this is just to slightly warm up the cheek area, and not a whole lot. Just a little bit of blush right there underneath the eye, the pupil. So now we will, to complement the lovely shimmer that we have going on right here on the top part of our lid in the inner corner, I am using a Laura Mercier highlighter, and this highlighter has the exact same color of that shimmer on my eye. So I use a nice wide fan brush, and we're going to now highlight. So you just hit that a couple of times. I'm going to highlight right here under the eye, and this really brings the cheekbones to life. Right there. So now you've created light and dark. Light protrudes, dark recedes, and so you're creating depth and dimension to the face. What's really pretty is just a hit right here above the top of the lid. And that's it. And now, now we get to focus on the lip, which is the center point of this look. Most importantly, find your red, find your reds, whatever appeals to you. And maybe I can wear a lot of different colors of red. I can do a brick red, I can do a true red. So it kind of depends on my mood and what it is that I'm trying to capture. In this picture, this is a little bit of a warmer red. I'm hoping you can see. So it's a little deep. There's a little bit of a brown in there, and that's the look that I'm going to recreate. So I'm going to start with a red lip liner. This one is by Urban Decay. It looks like it says Bad Blood. I promise I'll put my glasses on and have everything correct in the description portion. No worries. All right, so now I'm going to stay, and here's where you've got some freedom and flexibility. You can stay on your lip line. You can slightly define outside the lip line. Marilyn always did. So if you want to create a more full look, just go slightly above your natural lip line, but again, never too far, because that takes it to the point of looking a little clownish and costumey, and we want to be elegant looking. So I am just going to stay on the lip. And this is basically my guide. I will bring the lipstick up onto it. I am using a lip brush by MAC, and I'm using lipsticks by MAC. They're very, very similar in color. This one is just a slightly bit darker. I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to use that primarily on the outer rim, and then I'm going to go just a tiny, tiny bit lighter on the inside. Again, just like we created depth and dimension on the face with the contouring and highlighting, varying your lipsticks a little bit does the same thing for your lip. So the beauty of this is, if you like different color reds, you can try them together and create a very unusual look by doing so. Take your time with this part. A precise red lip looks so nice. this MAC lipstick is creamy, which I find I need, especially in the winter months as things dry out a little bit. I struggle with very matte finish lip products in the wintertime. I find I'm constantly licking my lips. So if you're that way, then you'll appreciate a cream finish lipstick like these from MAC. And now I take the other red and I just pop it in the middle. A bold, dark red to complement a very soft, nude, otherwise minimally done face. So to finish out the look, I will kind of brush out the hair, put on some nice big earrings so you can see what it looks like pulled back and get perspective. But this is such a fun, great holiday look for any type of a party. So hold on, I'm gonna pull it all together for you. Okay, so it's all pulled together. A nice long dangly earring off the shoulder top. Hair you can do to the side or you can add some curls to it. But boy, she inspires to this day. You know, there's just nothing like old Hollywood glam. What can I say? And I love the fact, you know, I always talk about how if you play up one area, really downplay the others so that one area stands out. So with a red lip, it's just nice to have a simple eye look, a little bit of contouring, but not too much done. And then everybody sees the glam of the red lip. And so anyway, I think this is just a universally flattering look on everybody. I think every woman can wear a red. I think she should feel confident in a red, not to be shy about it. Just find the red that speaks to you. Find what makes you feel best, what makes you feel most beautiful and confident so that you can walk into the room of a holiday or Christmas party and feel just the boldness around you, and the blessing always follows, that's for sure. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I really don't want to overcomplicate things. I want it to be simple and easy for anybody to be able to recreate, because that is the beauty in the artistry of makeup, is to be able to recreate it, learn how to use color, learn where to use it, and just to have a steady hand and confidence in your hand to make it happen in a beautiful way. So that's what these tutorials are all about. But anyway, hope you like this holiday look, and I can't wait to hear if you put it into play for any Christmas parties that you have coming up. Let me know what it is that you would like to see in the coming weeks. You know, holiday gift buying guide, decorating, you name it. I'm going to try to get in as much Christmas and holiday stuff as I possibly can to be able to accommodate the season. But with your red Marilyn lip and look, go out, be bold, and be blessed at your parties, and I'll see you next Thursday at 1 o'clock. Bye-bye.